Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about inverse of the given matrix. What is the inverse of the given matrix? How to find out the inverse? What is meant by inverse of the given matrix? How to find out the inverse of the given matrix? This inverse of the topic. For example, I am taking one matrix. First we read the topic name is today's inverse. Inverse of the given matrix. What is meant by inverse? A matrix has an inverse. How to find out the inverse? First you have to know about what is the inverse of the given matrix. For example, I am taking a matrix A. One matrix A is multiple with one more matrix. A matrix A, compulsory, the matrix should be a square matrix. The square matrix A is multiple with one more matrix. Suppose I am assumption of one more matrix name is B. A is a square matrix, B is also square matrix. I am doing product of A and B. Matrix A and the product of matrix B. Whenever we are doing product of A and B, we will get the answer of identity matrix I. Very, very important. Whenever we are product of the two matrices, at that time, after producting, the resultant matrix should be a unit matrix. We already knowing about that unit matrix is called it as, in the case of unit matrix order 2 by 2, the matrix can be written as 1 0 0 1. For example, the unit matrix of order 3 by 3, our answer should be known as 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. The answer will get like this. Whenever we are doing the product of these two matrices, our answer should be coming as a unit matrix. At the time, A is called it as inverse of B, B is called it as inverse of B. Very, very important. Whenever the product of the two matrices, our answer should be coming as unit matrices. At the time, B is called inverse of A. Inverse of A. Similarly, A is called inverse of B, B is called inverse of A. So how is it possible? Whenever we are product of the two matrices, whenever we are doing the product of the two matrices, our answer should be coming as unit matrices. At that time, B is called it as inverse of A, A is called it as inverse of B. This is the inverse of the given matrices. So how is it possible? Whenever two matrices product, our answer should be coming as a unit matrix. Is it possible or not? We will take it as one example. Is it possible or not? This is the important regarding about inverse of the given matrix topic. Suppose I am taking one small example for you. Suppose matrix A. Matrix A is 7, 3, 2, 1. This is matrix A. Then this is matrix A. Matrix A 7, 3, 2, 1. Take it as matrix B. I will take it as matrix B. This is matrix A. Take it as matrix B. 1 minus 3 minus 2 7. Okay, matrix A is 7 3 2 1. Matrix B is 1 minus 3 minus 2 7. I am taking as two square matrices of same order. Now we should take it. Whenever we are doing product of these two matrices, that is called it as matrix A product of matrix B. Already we know that two matrices multiplication, the condition is already we know that First matrix number of columns is equals to second matrix number of. These all are equal because This matrix order is 2 by 2. This matrix order also 2 by 2. Directly we have to multiple. That is called it as 7, 3, 2, 1 multiple of 1 minus 3 minus 2, 7. We already know how to do the multiplication. How to do the multiplication? First row is multiple with first column. 7 into 1. 7. 3 into minus 3 into minus 2 minus 6. Similarly 7 into minus 3 minus 21. 3 into plus 3 into 7 21. So first row first column one element, first row second column another element. There is no rows, there is no columns. Then coming to the second row, coming to here, 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 into minus 2, minus 2. Similarly, 2 into minus 3, minus 6 plus 1 into 7, 7. See the product, what is the answer we are getting? 7 minus 6, 1. Minus 21 plus 21, answer should become as a 0. 2 plus minus 2, answer should become as a 0. Minus 6 plus 7, answer should be coming as 1. That is called it as unit matrix. See here, this is matrix A and this is matrix B. This is matrix A and this is matrix B. This is matrix B. Whenever we are doing the product of A into B, whenever this is called as product of A into B, we are getting the answer is coming as unit matrix I. Immediately we know that B is inverse of A. Inverse of A. Generally, inverse of A it is denoted by A inverse. Very very important. A inverse. Inverse of A symbolically denoted by A inverse. Inverse of A symbolically denoted by A inverse. That is called it as matrix B is called it as inverse of A. Matrix B is called it as inverse of A. Generally, this is matrix A. This is matrix B. Then whenever we are doing that A into B, our answer should be coming as the unit matrix I. Immediately we know that B is called it as inverse of A. It is inverse of A denoted by A inverse. That is inverse of the given matrix. So this is the topic of inverse of the given matrix. Always in this inverse of the given matrix topic, always we need to remembering about that. That is A into A inverse value is equals to A inverse into A value is equals to unit matrix I. Very very important. A into A inverse value is equals to A inverse into A value is equals to I. Generally, in the case of product of the two matrices, AB does not equals to BA. But in the case of inverse of the given matrix, already recap about the product of the two matrices. Generally, A into B does not equals to B into A. But in the case of inverse of the given matrix, A into A inverse is equals to A inverse into A value is equals to unit matrix I. Here A inverse, this is how to find out. This is the topic related about the inverse of the given matrix topic. But our topic is how to find out this inverse of the given matrix. But I wrote easily. This is matrix A. This is matrix B. I wrote orally. But all the matrices inverse, how to find out the inverse of the given matrix. How to find out the inverse of the given matrix. The inverse means the product of A and one more matrix. The answer should be coming as a unit matrix. But all the matrices, how to find out its inverse? How to find out the inverse? Generally, first we need to identify what is the meaning of the inverse of the given matrix. The meaning of the inverse of the given matrix, the matrix A products with one more matrix, the resultant should be coming as a unit matrix. The one more matrix is called as inverse of the given matrix A. That is, inverse of the given matrix is denoted by A inverse. How to find out the inverse of the given matrix? That is topic is there for us. First we need to understand what is the meaning of inverse of the given matrix. Next, how to find the inverse of the given matrix. How to find the inverse of the given matrix. How to find the inverse of the given matrix? Our syllabus, to find the inverse of the given matrix, we have two methods. Our syllabus, we have to find the inverse of the given matrix, we have two methods. In that two methods, first method is known as elementary transformation method. Elementary transformation method. Elementary transformation method. Second method is called as elementary transformation method. Second method is called as cofactor method. Cofactor method. Very, very important. How to find the inverse of the given matrix? How to find out the inverse of the given matrix? To find the inverse of the given matrix, our syllabus having, our PUC syllabus having two methods. First one is elementary transformation method. Second method is called as cofactor method. Second method is called as cofactor method. Cofactor method will come for you next chapter, determinants. Elementary transformation method will come for this chapter, matrices. This is second chapter, that is next chapter. Determinants will discuss cofactors. By using cofactors, how to find out the inverse of the given matrix. This is next chapter, determinants. By using elementary transformation, that is this chapter, matrices. In this elementary transformation also, again we have to classify into elementary transformation also, again we have classified into elementary row operation. Elementary row operation. Row operation. Another one, elementary column operation. Elementary column operation. Elementary row operation. Elementary column operation. By using elementary row operation, we can find out the inverse of the given matrix. By using elementary column operation, we can find out the inverse of the given matrix. These are the methods. To find the inverse of the given matrix, we have first is elementary transformation method we are using to find the inverse of the given matrix. In this elementary transformation, again we have, it can be by using row operation, by using column operation. That is one thing. Next, another method is called as cofactor method. This cofactor method will come for next chapter. There is no need to discuss about cofactors method now this class. This is a topic regarding about inverse of the given matrix. Before going to discuss, actually today now the session regarding about elementary transformation method only. Now we discuss elementary transformation method. Before going to discuss about elementary transformation method, elementary transformations, first we have to know about that. What is meant by elementary transformations? What is meant by elementary transformations? This is important. Elementary transformation by using row wise, elementary transformation by using column wise. What are the operations are there? Very important. Please listen very carefully about this elementary transformation method. Why? Because our syllabus 100% 1 3-mark question related to elementary transformation. Important. Please listen. So first we have to know about that elementary transformation. What are the operations are there? Elementary transformations. What are the operations are there? That is we have to discuss. We have to note down also. Operations on elementary transformation. Elementary transformation. Operations on elementary transformation. Listen very carefully. Operations on elementary transformation. In this operations on elementary transformation, first we are discussing about that row-wise operations. Next we are discussing about that column-wise operation. Clear? Very clear? First we have to understand. While taking as one example problem, you need understanding very clearly regarding about operations on elementary transformation. What are the operations are there for elementary transformation? That is, row-wise operations are there, column-wise operations are there. While solving, while calculating to find the inverse of the given matrix, these operations compulsory we are using. Some operations are existed, some operations are does not exist. Very clear. While solving the inverse of the given matrix, we are using some elementary transformation. In these elementary transformations, some operations are exist. Some operations are does not exist. Please we have to note down which type of operations are existence to find the inverse of the given matrix, which type of operations does not exist to find the inverse of the given matrix. Just we have to know 100% our problem should be, our answer should be coming as very neatly. Otherwise you should be getting lot of trouble. What are the operations? While doing elementary transformation, adding with two rows, subtraction of two rows is existence. That is, we have to write Ri. I is nothing but it is I place we can write on 1, 2, 3, whatever maybe we have written. Ri can be written as Ri plus Rj. It is existence. Very important. Same condition. Ri can be written as Ri minus Rj. We have to write what I place we can write on 1, 2, 3. For example, what is the meaning of Ri? Its indication of, that is transformation of Ri plus Rj means some place we can able to write R1 tends to R1 plus R2 as it is existence while solving the problem. For example, R1 tends to R1 minus R2. For example, R2 tends to R2 minus R1. Then R3 tends to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Yes, all are existence. Like this examples. All these operations I can write on the same one. This is variable indication. I, J case like this. Ri tends to Ri plus Rj. It is a existence. Ri tends to Ri minus Rj. It is a existence. So these are existence. This is also existence. Very important info. Listen carefully. You are remembering about all these operations. Then elementary transformation you are getting these answers should be very easy. Otherwise you should not get the answer properly. Okay, now next, for example, Ri tends to Ri plus some constant. 2, 3, 5, 7, some constant. Okay, Ri tends to Ri minus some constant. This is does not exist. Very important for you. Very important for you. One number adding entire row, one number subtracting entire row. It is not existence in the case of elementary transformation. Adding with fully one row, adding with fully, subtracting with fully one row, its existence, there is no problem. But in the case of adding with one constant, subtracting with one constant, this does not exist. Similarly, Ri tends to product of the two rows and two columns. Ri into Rj, then Ri tends to Ri divided by Rj. This is also does not exist. Very careful about solving the methods. That is, to take the examples of this one. Listen. This is R1 tends to R1 plus 2, not existence. R1 tends to R1 minus 7, does not exist. We are taking as R1 plus R2, R1 minus R2 existence, there is no problem. But R1 plus 2, R1 minus 2, it's not existence in the case of elementary transformation. Similarly, then one more also. R1 tends to R1 into R2. No, it's not exist. Taking this example. R1 divided by R2 does not exist. Careful about the solving the problems related to the elementary transformation conception. Then sometimes interchanging, that is R1 interchanges to R2, existence, there is no problem. R2 interchanges to R1. R1 interchanges to R2. This is the I am writing as the first one. Ri interchange like this symbol. R1 interchanges to R2. This is also existence. R1 Ri interchanges to Rj. This is also existence. This is also existence. Then some more existence related to R1. Then Ri tends to some constant into Ri existence. Very important. See here. Two rows multiplication is not existence. But some constant into multiplication, that is nothing but R1 tends to 2 into R2. Sorry, 2 into R1. Then R2 tends to 1 by 2 into R2. These are all existence in the case of elementary transformation concept. Ri tends to 1 k into Ri, existence. Similarly, we have to write Ri tends to some numbers P into Ri plus Q into Rj. This is also existence. That is, R1 tends to 2R1 plus 3R2. Like this models also existence. Very important. In the case of addition or subtraction, Ri tends to P and Q are some numbers, some constants. P into Ri plus Q into Rj. This is also existence. By taking about all these examples very carefully, while taking about all these examples, these are related to row wise. By taking about all these operations, very careful, all operations under the control only for row wise. Same conditions applicable for column wise also. We are not mixing one row, one column. It should not existence here. Taking as a fully row wise, taking as a fully column wise. Same one like as a column wise. Column wise, same. Columns are interchanges existence. Columns C1 interchanges to C2, C2 interchanges to C3. Two columns are exchanging, that is interchanging is possible. Same condition, Ci tends to, that is Ci plus Cj existence. Ci tends to Ci minus Cj existence. See that is we have tried down. This is first one, this is second one, this is third one. This total considered as fourth one. This four all are considered as a fourth one, does not exist. This is a fifth one. This is sixth one. Condition should be keep it very neat. Same condition. This is condition 1 for in the case of column wise. This is condition 2. This is condition 3. Then condition 4 also. What we have tried on? C1 can be written as Ci can be written as Ci plus some constant, Ci minus constant, Ci into Cj, Ci divided by Cj. These all are not applicable. Ci. These all are not applicable. Very, very important. All this is one number adding for entire column, one number subtracting for entire column. Two columns are multiplication, two columns are divisible. It is not applicable. But in the case of same condition, property number 5, Ci can be written as same condition. Some constant into Ci applicable. Some constant into Ci applicable. One more same condition related to, that is we have tried down. Ci can be written as P into Ci plus Q into Cj. Same, just I am interchanging of row wise can be interchanged as column wise. This is a very clear information. You have to remember about all these operations. You have to note down all these operations. You need to understand this. Understanding that by taking one example problem, will get the answer very easy. There is no doubt about that one. There is no doubt about that one. First, we have to know that what are the operations or elementary operations of elementary transformations. First, we have to remember what are the operations in the case of elementary transformation. Two rows interchanging applicable, two columns interchanging applicable. There is no problem. Ri tends to Ri plus Rj applicable. Ri tends to Ri minus Rj. This all are remembering for you while solving the problem. If you are not remembering about this one, the problem solving, you should not find out the inverse of the given matrix. There is no doubt about that. So, two rows addition, two rows subtraction applicable. But for entire one row, one number is adding. It's a problem. For entire one row, one number is subtraction. It is also not possible. Clear, very important. Then two rows, that is two rows, product of the two rows. We should not do the product of the two rows in the case of elementary transformation. Two rows division. We should not do the two rows division. Two rows division we should not do it for in the case of elementary transformation. Same condition, then one number is multiplied by the given row. One number is multiplied, it's applicable. Then Ri can be written as Pri plus Qrj. This is also applicable. Same condition we are using for column wise also. Same condition we are using for column wise also. That is, two columns are interchanges, it's applicable. Then that two columns are adding, two columns are subtracting, applicable. But one number is adding for the entire one column, one number is subtracting from entire one column. Two columns are products, two columns are division, does not exist in the case of elementary transformation. Then one scalar is multiplied by the entire one column, existence. One scalar is multiplied by the entire one column, existence. Then one more is, that is one more words and forwards, one more thing is, one Ci can be written as P into Ci plus Q into Cj. This is P and Q are some scalars. This is also existence. You have to note down all these operations. I'll send the notes also about this one. No need to worry about that. But you have to note down. Now we are going to solve one problem. Before going to solve one problem, first we need to Note down all these concepts, only we can able to find out this elementary transformation to find out the inverse of the given matrix. Otherwise we can't find out. Today class we are discussing about by using elementary row operation. This is row wise, this is column wise only. No. Now first example problem I can solve it by using row wise. Before going to discuss about the row wise, first we need to learn about all these six operations. Six operations you are find outing. 6 operations you are find outing. Then you will get the answer for you properly by using how to find out the row operations, that concept. I think so you have to copy all these concepts. I don't know how many are following this board or not. Now we discuss one example problem regarding about 1 2 by 2 matrix. 1 2 by 2 square matrix, we take it. Then we have to discuss how to find out the inverse of the given matrix by using elementary row operation. By using elementary row operation, how to find out the inverse of the given matrix. By using elementary row operation, how to find out the inverse of the given matrix, that we will discuss. Okay. Then one example problem I have to write. By using elementary row operation, find the inverse of matrix A. Last at the first of elementary transformation, how we are find out that same example problem. 7 3 2 1. This we took as an example. By using elementary transformation, how to find out? By using elementary row operation, find the inverse of the given matrix A. 7 3 2 1. How to find out its inverse? I took one example problem. Then how to find out given matrix A, 7 3 2 1. Already we know very clear. The product already we know very clear. A matrix is multiple. Already we know that A into I. A is called it as a one matrix. A matrix is multiple with unit matrix. A into I. A matrix is multiple with unit matrix. A matrix is multiple with unit matrix. A into I, value is equals to I into A. We are getting as a same matrix. Very, very important. A into I, we already know that very clearly. A into I, value is equals to I into A. We are getting as a same matrix. That is called it as same matrix A we are getting. Here A into I equals to I into A. value can be written as unit matrix I, we know very clearly. So here what I am doing means, same we are using here, matrix A can be written as I into A. See here, I is nothing but, what's the meaning of I? Unit matrix. A into I, value is equals to I into A, value is equals to A. So in the case of matrix A, I am writing as I into A. What is matrix A here? Matrix A can be replaced as 7, 3, 2, 1. The value can be written as, what is unit matrix I? 1, 0, 0, 1 into A. Think so, I am understanding very clearly to what are the step I got. See here, this is the given matrix A. The given matrix A, 7, 3, 2, 1. Already we know that matrix A, any matrix is multiple with unit matrix. Any matrix is multiple with unit matrix, will get the same matrix. So I is the unit matrix. I into A, value can be written as same A matrix we are getting. What is matrix A? 7, 3, 2, 1. What is unit matrix? 1, 0, 0, 1. A matrix I am writing as it is here. From here, we are to solve the inverse of this A by using elementary row operation. Elementary row operation means row-wise operations only we are using. Row-wise operations only we are using. Before going to solve this problem row-wise operation, what is our main aim? How to write down, how to solve this problem. How to solve this problem means, here the concept should be very clear. In the left hand side of matrix A, very clear information, left hand side of matrix A, all these elements, what are the elements are there in the case of left hand side? Left hand side of this matrix A, that is 7, 3, 2, 1. Left hand side of matrix A elements are 7, 3, 2, 1 should be converted as 1, 0, 0, 1. Very, very important. Left hand side of, very clear information. Listen, this is this you need to remember. This is a row-wise operation. This is row-wise operation. In the case of row-wise operation, by using elementary transformation, row-wise operation, okay, now, that is 7, 3, 2, 1. This all the elements we should convert it as 1, 0, 0, 1. To convert it as a 1, 0, 0, 1, we have to use the proper steps. What are the steps means? First we need to, this place value, this is the place value, this place value, first we need to replace this place value, first we need to replace it as 1 by using elementary transformation. That is, we are writing as, this is the first step. This place value should be converted as a 1. This is the first step. We are following proper steps only, we will get the answer, otherwise we should not get the answer. That's the first step. Next, by using this 1, very clear information, by using this 1, we can converting into this is 0, this is second step. Step should be following properly in the case of row-wise operation. Step should be following properly by using row-wise operation. In the case of row-wise, left hand side of this matrix, this element, first this element should be converted as a 1. By using this 1, this element should be converted as a 0. What is the third step? This element should be converted as, a 1. By using this 1, this element should be converted as a 0. That is fourth step. See the steps properly. First we need to convert it as this value should be, this place value should be 1. By using this place value of 1, this we are converting as 0. That is second step. Then this place we are converting as a 1. By using this 1, this value should be converted. See here, very clear. This is the first step. This is the second step. This is the third step. This is the fourth step. Follow the steps properly. So now first step, what is the first step? Here the value should be known as 7. 7 can be converting as a 1 by using elementary row operation methods. By using elementary row operation method, this 7 place we are converting as a 1. Elementary row operation. This is fully called it as first row. This is fully called it as second row. This is fully called it as first row. This is fully called it as second row. Which operation we are using to converting this 7 as a 1? Same operation applicable for here also. Very, very important. Which operation we are using to converting as this 7 is 1? Same operation applicable for entire this row. We are applicable entire row, not for one element. See, this is 7. This is 7. Already we know very clearly. We are using some operations. We are writing the operations. I am writing the operation. Why? Because 7 is the place value of first row. R1 replaces. R1 replaces. What I am writing here? R1 minus 3R2. See here very carefully. This is only your challenging. Identification of this one is your challenging. R1 tends to R1 transfers R1 minus 3R2. For example, how it is applicable? R1, what's the value is there? 7 minus 3 into R2. Same R2 place, what's the value is there? 2. For example, this one we are replacing. What the answer will come? I am writing for your understanding. R1 tends to R1 minus 3R2. I am writing. R1 place, first element, what is the value is there? 7 minus 3 into, what is the R2 value is there here? 2. See here, 7 minus 3 into 2. What the answer will come? 6. 7 minus 6. What the answer will come? 1. The value can be written as, I am writing here the value, this is 1. Same formula, same this elementary transformation, we are applicable for entire all the elements, all not only one element. Same condition next. 3 minus 3 into 1. What the answer will come? 0. See here, 3 R1 minus 3 into R2, 1. What's the value we are getting? 0. The value coming as 0. Same applicable here. Same here. 1 minus 3 into 0. What the answer will come? 1. So the value should be known as 1 as it is. Same condition. 0 minus 3 into 1. What the answer will come? Minus 3. So we have write down as this is minus 3. Total first row is changed. This is total first row is changed. See here. This transformation formula I am applicable for entire row. I am applicable for entire row, not for one. Entire row I am applicable. While application of entire one row, R1 tends to R1 minus 3 R2 applicable. So first value is known as 1 converting. Then 3, this place value is 0. How is, I am writing here concept very clearly. This is 0. Next 1 minus 3 into 0. 1, 0 minus 3 into 1 minus 3. Any changes of second row? There is no changes of second row. Write down the second row as it is 2, 1, 0, 1. Fix. First step is successful. See here. First step is successful. What is our first aim? Our first target should be, first element should be converting as 1. First element should be converting as 1. That is the first step. Then first step is successful. What is the second step? What is the second step? What is the second step? See the second step. What is the second step? Next element. This place value should be converting as 0. So this place value 2 can be converting as 0. How this place value 2 can be converting as 0? Means by using some operations. How we are using? See, I am writing an easy example. R2 tends to R2 minus 2R1. See See here, very clear information. R2 tends to R2 minus 2R1. This is applicable for entire this. This is applicable for entire this second row. This is applicable for entire that second row. We need to applicable. What's the answer will come? See here, what's the answer will come? Applicable for entire this answer. What's the answer will come? R2 tends to R2 minus 2R1. So I think so. I am understanding this one. I am rubbing this one for your convenience. So I am writing R2 tends to R2 minus 2R1. What's the first element is there in the case of R2? 2 minus 2 into, what's the R1 place? What's the value is there? 1. What's the answer will be 0. The value can be written as, there is any changes of first row? There is no changes of first row. 1 0 write as it is. 1 minus 3 write as it is into A. See, I am writing 2 minus 2 into 1. The answer should be coming as a 0. Next one. 1 minus 2 into 0. What the answer will come? Okay. Then what's the answer will come here? 1 minus 2 into 0. 1. The answer should be coming as a 1. Same applicable here. Same applicable here. Then what the answer will come here? 0 minus 2 into 1. See here applicable, but the answer will come 0 R2 0 minus 2 into, what's the value of R1? 2. What the answer will come? Minus 2. We are writing as this is the value of minus 2. Text same one here condition. Here condition. What's the answer will come? 1 minus 2 into, what's the value of R1? Minus 3. See here, 1 minus 2 into minus 3. So what the answer will come? 1 plus 6, answer is coming as 7. So we are writing as this is the value of 7. See here, what's the meaning of this one? 1001. What's the meaning of 1001? 1001 nothing as I. 1001 is nothing as I. I equals to 1 minus 3 minus 2 7 into A. What is the meaning of I? First class itself I discussed. A matrix A is multiple with one more matrix. We'll get the answer of identity matrix. First topic of discussion about that. First topic discussion about that unit matrix. First topic discussion about the unit matrix. That is what's the value? A matrix A is multiple with one more matrix. A matrix A is multiple with one more matrix. Answer should be coming as a unit matrix. At that time, this matrix is called as inverse of the given matrix. Immediately we can write down I is equals to A inverse into A. Therefore, A inverse value is equals to 1 minus 3 minus 2 7. This is to find inverse of the given matrix. This method name is called as elementary row operation. What are the operations we are using to find out the inverse? Here we are using simple. This is one operation and this is two operations we are using to find out the inverse. These operations also elementary row operations. These operations we are using to find out the elementary operation. By using row wise, you want to remember very clearly. You need to remember very clearly. This order should be remembered very clearly. This is a topic related about that. By using elementary transformation to find out the inverse of the given matrix.